Hello, good morning to everybody, and welcome to my channel Tech Bandela. Dear students, we are going to study about arc welding. So whenever I think you have all know about arc welding, or whenever at your home some fabrication work is going on, making of channel gates, making of windows, making of your some main gate. So at this time the you call a welder, and he brought a portable welding machine, and at your house you can see that welding occurs. So now whenever you see that this such type of welding is known as arc welding. So in this arc welding you can see that there is a portable transformer machine which is known as AC or DC welding machine. This is a AC or DC welding machine. Generally we use step of transformer here. So this consists of two units, two connections. One connection is positive, one connection is negative. The negative connection cable is given to flexible cable is given to the electrode holder. This electrode holder holds the electrode. Now this you can see that this green color electrode, this electrode is also coated electrode, right? Means the base metal is from inside, and from outside it is the flux powder is coated. The workpiece is given the positive connection, and it is also given to the earth, right? After that, so current will flow from this cable to electrode to workpiece, and workpiece to ground. So here the current will flow in this manner. You can see that there is also use of filler rod. Sometimes you would use filler rod, or sometimes you may not use the filler rod depending upon the application. So whenever the current is given on and the electrode is brought near to the workpiece, if the gap is too much long, there is no formation of arc. If the gap is too long between the electrode tip and workpiece, the arc is not occurs. When the gap between the workpiece and the electrode is only 4 to 5 mm, 4 to 5 mm or 3 to 5 mm, at that time the electrons will jump from electrode to workpiece, forming an ionization column here, and the arc is created. And the temperature of this arc may reaches about to 3300 degree temperature. So what is an arc welding? So arc welding is a process in which we use to joining the metal by using electricity to create enough heat to melt the base metal. So here enough amount of temperature is created, due to which the base metal melts. What is the use of flux? I told you that the flux powder is used for shielding purpose. For shielding purpose, and another use is the flux powder removes the oil and dirt from the workpiece. So in fabrication workshop, you can see there are many types of dust and oil are fall on the workpiece, and they create resistance, right? So to remove that, we use flux powder. And another use of flux is to create a shielding, so that the atmosphere air should not rush during the welding section. So if atmosphere does not rush into this welding zone, then what happens? It prevents from oxidation. If it prevents the oxidation, then there are no chances of forming bubbles. If bubbles are formed in welding, then this solidified weld metal get bubbles trapped inside, and due to that air bubbles, this welding gets weaker. So the shielding is the purpose of this flux is to create a shielding. Here the base metal gets fused. You can see that here the base metal gets fused and melts, and the flux removes the oil and dust particles are removed by the using of flux powder. The electrode is coated with the flux powder, which acts as a shielding against the atmosphere air to reduce the oxidation. The arc is created between the workpiece and electrode at an appropriate distance. at appropriate distance there is the formation of his arc, which are these are used for all fabrication, car bodies manufacturing, industries, and various types of applications. Here the electrode diameter can be vary according to the application. So here the diameter of electrode also vary according to the application, how much amount, how you are going to which type of material you are going to weld. So according to that the diameter of electrode can be also vary. So hence you have understand the arc welding. Generally they are used for fabrication works. Any questions we will see in the chat section. Thank you.